Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to our Srimad Bhagavatam Stutis series, continuing with Rudra Gita and continuing with the topic of association. We will be covering shloka number 58, chapter 24 of Canto 4. Athana dhangre stava kirti tirthayo
Athanagangre stava kirti tirthayoh
antar bahisnana vidhuta papmanam
antar bahisnana vidhuta papmanam
bhuteshvanukroša susattvaशीलिनाम्
bhuteshva anukrosha susattvaशीलिनाम्
स्यात् सङ्गमोऽनुग्रह एष नस्तव
Syat sangamo nugraha esha nastava.
Word for word meaning. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Atha,
Atha,
therefore, anagha angrehe,
anagha angrehe,
of my Lord whose lotus feet destroy all inauspiciousness.
of my Lord, whose lotus feet destroy all inauspiciousness.
Tava,
Tava,
your,
kirti,
glorification.
glorification.
Tirthayoho,
Tirthayoho,
the holy Ganges water.
the holy Ganges water.
Antaha,
Antaha,
within. Bahihi,
bahihi,
and outside. Snana, taking bath. Vidhuta, washed. Papmanam, contaminated state of mind. Bhuteshu, unto the ordinary living beings. Anukrosha, benediction or mercy. Susattva, completely in goodness. Shrilinam, of those who possess such characteristics. Syat, let there be. Sangamaha, association. Anugraha, mercy. Eshaha, this. Naha, unto us. Tava, your. Translation, my dear Lord, your lotus feet are the cause of all auspicious things.
Your lotus feet are the cause of all auspicious things
and the destroyer of all the contamination of sin.
I
therefore beg your Lordship to bless me.
By
the association of your devotees. Who are completely purified. By worshipping your lotus feet. And who are so merciful upon the conditioned souls. I think that your real benediction will be to allow me to associate with such devotees. Reading from Srila Prabhupada's purport, the Ganges water is celebrated as being able to eradicate all kinds of sinful reactions. In other words, when a person takes his bath in the Ganges, he becomes freed from all life's contaminations. The Ganges water is celebrated in this way because it emanates from the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Similarly, those who are directly in touch with the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and who are absorbed in the chanting of his glories are freed from all material contamination. That is why association is so important. Somebody who's a senior Vaishnava who's been practicing longer, of course, any pure devotee of the Lord, even a moment's association, Lord Shiva says in the shloka that we did earlier, can create a distaste for you for all things that are on the Karma Kanda path or on the Jnana Yoga path. Then you will no longer be worshipping for small things. You will be only worshipping for association with devotees. So just like taking a bath in the Ganges is said to purify you, similarly, a moment's association with a great soul will also purify you because they are pure. So anytime you come in contact with something that is pure, then you yourself will get purified over a period of time. Such unalloyed devotees are able to show mercy to the common conditioned soul. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur has sung that the devotees of Lord Chaitanya are so powerful that each one of them can deliver a universe. Devotees are very powerful. One is they are themselves pure. Two is they have deep compassion for the suffering jivatmas. So they are fully capable. Prabhupada is referencing Vrindavan Das Thakur's song that they can even deliver an entire universe. In other words, it is the business of devotees to preach the glories of the Lord and deliver all conditioned souls to the platform of Shuddha Sattva, pure goodness. Here, the word Susattva means Shuddha Sattva, the transcendental stage beyond material goodness. By his exemplary prayers, Lord Shiva teaches us that our best course is to take shelter of Lord Vishnu and his Vaishnava devotees. There is a very nice shloka in the Madhya Leela of the Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter 22, shloka 54, that says, Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastre Khaya, Lavamatra Sadhu Sange, Sarva Siddhi Khaya. Prabhupada translates this shloka as, the verdict of all revealed scriptures is that by even a moment's association with a pure devotee, one can attain all success. Even a moment's association. Prabhupada says this sadhu sangha, sarva shastra khoya, lava matra. What is this lava matra? Lava matra is exactly 1/11th of a second. So association for even 1/11th of a second can benefit you. How many of us have benefited like this? We don't even realize it. We've been in the midst of pure devotees and we're wondering, oh, how nicely we are advancing. Hey, you're not advancing because you've done anything great. It's because of the anugraha of great devotees. Just by them casting their merciful glance upon you, that was enough for you to start chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this verse is connected to the previous verse. So both these verses are talking about association. With the right kind of association, we can be purified. Just like taking a dip in the Ganges water. So the Vamanadev pierces the external covering of the universe. If you read the Srimad Bhagavatam, each covering has a certain level of thickness. And the next covering is 10 times the thickness of the previous covering. So it is not a small thing. Still, Vamanadev pierces with the toe, with his big toe. And from that toe, a few drops of water fall. That few drops of water is actually the Ganges River that we are experiencing as the Ganges River. So it has touched his lotus feet. Therefore, Ganges water, if you take a bath, it is supposed to wipe away all your prior sinful reactions. So we talked about the quality of association that is important. You have to become that anugraha patra we talked about. Association actually means being able to follow the instructions of these devotees. But this moment's a millisecond worth of association, in that millisecond, that seed of bhakti has already been planted in you. Now, and so we come to another shloka in the Bhagavatam, in the 11th canto, 2nd chapter, the 42nd shloka, when Maharaj Nimi meets the 9 Yogendras, there's this shloka. Bhaktif pareshanubhavo viraktir anyatra chaishatrika eka kalaha prapadyamanasya yatha snataha syuhu tushtif pushtis shud apayonughasam. Prabhupada, actually this is a translation by Prabhupada's disciples. Devotion, direct experience of the Supreme Lord, and detachment from other things. So devotion, direct experience of the Supreme Lord, and detachment from other things. These three occur simultaneously for one who has taken shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the same way that pleasure, nourishment, and relief from hunger come simultaneously and increasingly with each bite for a person engaged in eating. In the sense that for someone who's hungry, when they consume prasadam, when they honor prasadam, 3 things are happening simultaneously. 1 is they're getting relief from hunger. 2, they're getting nourished. 3, they are getting pleasure from that nourishment. All 3 is happening simultaneously. So similarly, when this seed of bhakti is planted in you, then this devotion, experience with the Supreme Lord, and detachment from all things that take you away from Krishna, all of this is happening simultaneously. So Prabhupada has always said that books are the basis. So even through the books of Srila Prabhupada, we can take Prabhupada's association. So the Acharya's association is available to you through his instructions in the books. In the 2nd canto, 1st chapter, 6th shloka, it goes as follows. Etavan sankhya yogyabhyam swadharma parinishtaya janma labha paraf pumsam ante narayana smriti. So the highest perfection of human life, whether it is achieved by complete knowledge of matter and spirit, or by practice of mystic powers, or by perfect discharge of occupation duty, the ultimate goal is to remember the personality of Godhead at the end of life. There is a beautiful set of questions that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asks in his conversation with Ramananda Raya. And I'll just read the questions and then I will read the 2 verses, but I'll just read 1 verse response of Ramananda Raya to all these questions that Mahaprabhu is putting forth in front of Ramananda Raya. So, a set of questions. I'm not reading all the questions. Mahaprabhu says, out of all liberated persons, who should be accepted as the greatest? Among many songs, which song is to be considered the actual religion of the living entity? Out of all auspicious and beneficial activities, which is best for the living entity? What should all living entities constantly remember? Out of many types of meditation, which is required for all the living entities? Where should the living entity live, abandoning all other places? Out of all topics that people listen to, which is the best for all the living entities? Among all worshipable objects, which is the chief, and what is the destination of those who desire liberation and those who desire sense gratification? Similar to what Lord Shiva had asked in the previous shloka. Why would you continue to pray to the demigods when you've already had a moment's association and you're attracted to devotion? So in one of the shlokas, Ramananda Raya responds as follows, which is shloka number 259. Abhagiya jnani asvadaye shushka jnana Krishna premamrita pana kare bhagyavan. There is one more shloka before this, but I'm just reading the one that is relevant for us. So Ramananda Raya, in response to all these questions that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has put forth through him, he very succinctly says, the unfortunate empiric philosophers taste the dry process of philosophical knowledge, whereas the devotees regularly drink the nectar of love of Krishna. Therefore, they are the most fortunate of all. So what a sublime thing for us to practice, that Prabhupada has set up this ISKCON movement for us to take association of devotees. That is why Prabhupada wanted all of us to regularly come to the temple for physical association. Physical association is essential for us to make progress because it's in the midst of devotees that we learn a lot of things. We discard a lot of things that are not important for us anymore or are inhibiting us from making any progress. So in one of the lectures, to one of the shlokas that we did earlier, that Satam Prasanga Mama Virya Samvidaha, we talked about it a couple of days ago. So Prabhupada, I'm just reading from the transcript of the lecture. Prabhupada is saying Satam means devotees. Satam Prasanga. Therefore, it is called Satsanga. Satsanga means the association of the devotees. Sat means devotee. Sat means God. Om Tat Sat. Or everything is Asat. Asat means temporary. This material world is temporary. And Sat means spiritual. So Satsanga means spiritual association. Satsangan Mukta Dussangaha. The more you associate with Sat, with devotees, then you become more liberated. Satsangan Mukta Dussangaha. Dussanga. We are in the material world. We are simply in association, bad association. Dussangaha. So if we want to get rid of this bad association, we must associate with the devotees. Satsangat Mukta Dussangaha. And Satam Prasangat Mama Virya Samvidaha. If we hear about the Supreme Lord in the devotees association, then everything is very sublime. So Prabhupada is also talking about the importance of Sadhu Sangha. Sadhu Sangha is so important. But the most important takeaway for us from this is this last shloka that I will read. Again from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, the 22nd chapter, the 83rd shloka. Krishna Bhakti Janma Moola Haya Sadhu Sangha. Krishna Prema Janme Teho Punah Mukhya Anga. Meaning, the root cause of devotional service to Lord Krishna is association with advanced devotees. Even when one's dormant love for Krishna awakens, association with devotees is still most essential. That means the reason why we are all practicing devotional service is because a great devotee has planted that seed in you. And in the association of other devotees, that seed is getting nourished. So if we want our Bhakti Lata creeper to be nourished, then of course, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu becomes important. But association is the key. Mukhya Angaha. Mukhya Angaha, meaning this devotee association is so important for us to make progress on the path of devotional services.
If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification. If you'd like to join our classes every day, please check the details in the description section of this video. We look forward to serving you.